Hey guys, it's Moonraker505, and today we are in a completely different game. And we have been playing this game, or I have been playing this game quite a bit with Dressy Squid, who's beside me here. This game's called Rigs of Rods. It is actually a free game. I'll have all the links and stuff you need in the description. But it's an awesome game. It's kind of a simulator-based game. It's like a driving simulator, but I think we should just get straight into it. So we are going to be testing cars in this series. So we are going to be testing their speed slash crashing ability, how well they crash, and if you would die in the circumstance or how injured you would be, and we'll give them a rating out of 10. We've also got a suspension test and a grip test, and we will also be rating those out of 10. But without further ado, let's just get straight into it with the Chevrolet Kodiak. This is a 1990s. And we are going to be running down this runway kind of thing here, the speed track, and hitting the wall at the very end back there. As you can see, I will go into free cam, and it's a very, very long track all the way to the end. And if we make it without spinning out, we will get to see a spectacular crash at the end and see how our trucks hold up. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So you got anything to say before we get going, Dressy Squid?
Nope, I just hope I can stop and not crash into the thing this time.
Okay, let's go. Okay.
These things
Kind
are
of
so slow.
anticlimactic start. Let's
Wow,
see how
we
far
just
we can
jumped
go.
and, like, alright,
Also, don't stop before the end. We had a failed recording, but this is
Yeah,
just the crash test. We're not doing the speed test anymore. So let's just keep going, see how far we can make it. We are heading at 120 right now. I'm at my max hype range meter. I'm pretty sure these are pretty durable trucks. Here we go. Into the wall. Bam. Oh!
Actually, can I drive?
We
Yes,
have no damage.
Wow. That actually
Well, this is a very durable truck. Holy cow. Okay. That was our crash test. It wasn't very spectacular, but we'll give our ratings at the end, and let's move on to the suspension Alright,
test.
guys. We have a little bit of an update while we were driving back. Our rear wheels are broken. So this thing might not have had a perfect crash test after all. Still drives reasonably straight, and it's not very damaged. Still runs perfectly fine. But it is a piece of damage, so maybe we will be taking perfect marks off. Anyway, we'll catch you guys when we're there. Alright, we are here. This is our grip test track. I will zoom out a bit here. But this is our little oval kind of ring here. It's just a little dirt track that we'll drive around and make a few laps around, usually about 2. And we just see how good the grip on our vehicles are. So, let's get straight into it. We will be testing later in the video, not too far away. We will be testing our suspension. But let's just see how the grip is. We will rate our vehicles out of 10, as I said at the end of the video. Ooh, good drift. But you'll see our scores. Oh, spin out. And I'm spinning out as well. Alright. Let's do a little loop. There we go. Let's keep going. Right, okay. My wheel is actually still bent, which hopefully doesn't affect the
yeah, I did reload.
Truck.
I reloaded mine because mine was kind of broken. Mine would shake the whole truck.
Mine is fine. Right now I'm still getting pretty good grip actually. Like I'm not insanely just flying off the track. Though I'm not gunning it, but I can kind of skid around these corners and keep it under control a bit. I'm surprised at how grippy this thing is, especially on a dirt track. Here we go. Corner 1. Oh, we're sliding. Let's just do a spin. This thing's got plenty of power to back it up. And, yeah. So let's head along here. Almost done my second lap. We will wait for Dressy Squid at the end. Unless he catches up to me, which is more than a possibility. Oh, never mind. You're just hanging out over there.
Yeah, mine. I skidded off, just trying to get over this hill.
Oh.
so I'm trying to get back on. Having troubles.
Right. Okay. I'm on my second lap. You can just finish your lap right here.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I'd say that was a pretty successful run by the Kodiak. We will be giving our ratings at the end, but, I'd say it's pretty good run. Alright, guys. We are here again. And that was a very short cut, but we are here again in our Kodiaks. Ready for the suspension test. So, basically what we're going to do is we're going to slide down the hill here. Drive as fast as we can across this landscape. And over to a little cliff over here, just by this tree here. You have to watch out for the tree. But just by the tree here, we have a little cliff we are going to be jumping, landing on the racetrack and stopping. And we're going to see how the suspension handles the little jump there. So, let's get straight into it. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, hopefully we don't skid or anything. Let's head down.
I think
80.
the trucks are going to be able to handle it.
Try not
quite
to
well.
smash into the wall over there.
My front bounced up, but
Same with me.
overall,
But that was
I'm
pretty successful.
I'm gonna
These
check
are pretty durable trucks.
Just gonna check my springs and whatnot.
Same here. I'm going to check a little bit of a driving test along here.
Yeah,
Still just as slidey.
yeah.
Yeah. My truck is completely undaunted by that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, yours is good.
Yeah, perfect.
Right. Okay, let's get on to our next vehicle and our last vehicle for this All right, guys. We are back again. Okay. All right, guys. We are back again. And we are going to be doing the crash test first off here, once again, with our Gavril. All right, guys. We are back after a few technical difficulties, back with our Zeta X's. And we're just ready for our test to go. So, 3, 2, 1, go. This is the crash test, by the way, if you guys haven't figured it out yet. Yeah, so we are going at 160 at the moment. That's what I'm heading at right now. 200 just now. Broke 200. I'm stuck at 200.
Oh.
And
Oh.
that is not survivable,
No.
if you ask me. Oh. Jeez. Well, that's pretty insane, actually. Definitely not drivable.
No, mine does not.
All right.
Actually, my tires do still turn,
Yes, me too.
but it doesn't move.
Yeah. Pretty unsuccessful. All right. We'll meet you guys. Here we are at the grip test again. Me and Dressy Squid. And we are going to do the grip test. So again, if you guys don't remember, this is a 2-lap little circuit here. We can just start going.
Yep.
And we test our grip of our vehicle around this track here. Just judging by if you drift a lot around corners, if it can't turn very well around corners, depending on the car, of course, and all its grip and mighty glory. But so far, I'm pretty happy with how this is performing. None of the cars in this game have like insane grip, but this car is pretty good, as I just spun out. But I'm pretty happy with how this car is right now. Alright, just rounding the first corner of the last corner of the last lap, or the first lap. I can't tell, I'm really confused right now.
I'm just starting my second lap.
Same here, I just saw you fly over the hill.
Yep, I spun out, trying to get around the first corner.
Alright, I see you right there. We are heading through our, this is our third to last corner, I believe. Our second to last corner right up here. I'm very far off the track now. Gonna hit it in a reverse gear. And nope. Come on, go forward. If we turn around here, we should be on our final corner of our final lap. And yeah, I'd say that's pretty successful. Pretty powerful car. Bit overpowered for all the grip it has. Like, you can skid it pretty easily, but
Yeah.
I'd say it's a pretty good run by the Gavril Zeta X. Okay, we'll meet you at the suspension zone. Alright guys, we are here at the Hill of Suspension. We need names for these. We should have names for the next episode for each, like the track and the space where we just crash and the suspension hill, but we'll think of names for those next episode. But we are going to be hitting the suspension test, hopefully at around 200, probably around 200. But let's just go right now. So 3, 2, 1, go. Aim for the track as well, so you don't smash into the wall, so we get a pretty good, clear image of how the car survives. And mine is pretty good. The suspension held up all right there.
Yeah, besides me hitting the wall because I spun out, my suspension was perfect, landed. My front went up a little bit, but I got it under control and then hit the wall. So.
Me too as well. My hood is a little bit dented. I did not hit the wall at all, so it was a little bit of a harsh landing. Probably your neck would be sore by now, but I'd say it's a pretty successful jump by the Gavril Zeta X in here. So let's get on to the scores. Okay guys, we're at that time, the end of the video. This is where we have our scores for the Chevrolet Kodiaq and the Gavril Zeta X. So let's start with the Kodiaq, the 1990s Chevrolet Kodiaq. For the crash, survivability, I would give it a solid 9.7, just for the simple fact that you might have maybe a mild concussion or a sprained neck or something, but it did not crunch, even though it was going I think it was 160 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, something like that.
But it survived extremely well. For the grip test, I'm going to give it a 5, as it did not grip very well, but it still had some grip in it. And for the suspension test, I'm going to give it a 8, just for the simple fact that it didn't really damage anything. It made it over, and it landed it, and it didn't have that much damage. So let's go into Dressy's scores.
Yeah, so for the crash test, I'm going to give it a 9.5, as I'm going to agree with Moonraker's points. You could have a mild head injury or leg injury. You were getting really pushed forward there. It just stopped when it hit the wall, but very minimal damage to the front, though my back tire did kind of glitch out a little bit and kind of pop out, I guess, if you want to call it. For the suspension test, I'm going to give the Kodiaq a 8. It landed it, but my front kind of went in the air and just hit the ground hard, and my back tire, again, popped out. So for the grip test, I'm going to give it a 5, as it has a bit too much power for how much, if you give it full gas and you try to go around a corner, you're not going to make it.
Right. Okay, those are pretty good scores for the Kodiaq. Let's move on to the Gavril Zeta X. This is a very sporty SUV, and it survived pretty well for both the challenges, I would say, except for the crash test, which I'm giving a 0.5, as if you remember, it did not survive at all. You would be definitely dead. Getting a little bit graphical here, but you would be a pile of organs on your seat, if there was even a seat remaining. As we move on, we have the suspension test, which I would give it a pretty solid rating of 7, just for the simple fact that it did damage my hood. Even though I didn't hit the wall, it still had a bit of hood damage just from the hard impact, and you might have a bit of a neck injury, and your whole body might kind of ache after that one, but it did survive reasonably well. Moving on to the grip test, I'd give it a solid 8, just for the amount of grip it had going around corners, and you could really put some power down and have some fun with it. Okay, let's move on to Dressy's score.
So crash, I'm gonna have a same score as Moonraker, a 0.5, as you ain't gonna survive that. Even if you survived it,
You
I'd
wouldn't
rather
be
just
very
die.
happy.
I'd rather die. Anyway, for the suspension, my fault. I hit the wall. Besides that, though, I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
Pretty solid.
6.5.
Oh, okay.
Because I would give it a 7, but I hit the wall, making my front tires kind of weird, and the whole back kind of came off. So, yeah, I think a 6.5 is reasonable. For the grip, I'm gonna give it a 8. It took corners well, but I noticed kind of same as the Kodiak. If I gave it too much gas and went around a corner, you had no control. And there are cars in this game to compare it to that do get control after getting gas. So that's my opinion.
Right. Okay, so those are our scores. Pretty solid game from both of them. Pretty equal, but I would say the Kodiak, the 1990s Chevrolet Kodiak, pulls ahead just by a bit in terms of the crash test, as the Gavril did not survive that at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna highly agree with you. The Kodiak is definitely the winner here.
Yes. So without further ado, that is our first Rigs of Rods video on this channel, our first video on this channel, period. We hope you have enjoyed, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye, guys.